Although we are geographically furthest away from Israel, the Australian community shares a powerful connection with Jerusalem's Shaare Zedek Medical Centre. For over 3 decades, the Australian community has funded important life-saving projects at Jerusalem's most central and fastest growing hospital. But the benefits of the connection don't end in Israel, they spread across the globe and back to Australia. Australian Professor Martin Delaticchi, Medical Director of Victorian Clinical Genetic Services, explains the influence Shaare Zedek has had on his work here in Australia.
We are currently working on a project called Gene Screen, where we are screening over 2,000 individuals in Melbourne and Sydney for the common genetic mutations in BRCA1 and BRCA2. And that's really building on work done at Shaare Zedek.
It is research from the Shaare Zedek Hospital in Jerusalem regarding the BRCA gene and the risk of breast and ovarian cancer that inspired corresponding research to be done here in Australia for the benefit of our community.
I'm responsible for the Melbourne arm of the Gene Screen project, and it makes genetic testing possible for people in the Jewish community for high-risk genes that cause cancer. These are cancers where prevention and treatment are available, and so it can really save lives. We'd really like to thank the Friends of Shaare Zedek for their support and encouragement.
The Australian Friends of Shaare Zedek annual appeals have supported important medical breakthroughs emerging from Shaare Zedek Medical Centre. These discoveries are saving lives in our own Australian Jewish community.
Some of the genes discovered by the team at Shaare Zedek are not just relevant to the Jewish community, they're relevant to communities all over the world. Genetics is now entering an era of discovery of treatments based on understanding the genetic basis. It's an incredibly exciting time, and the work done at Shaare Zedek and other places is making huge contributions to this.
And our community's connection with Shaare Zedek goes further. We are so proud of the Australian doctors who are born and trained in Australia, have made Aliyah and are creating a comprehensive service for the prevention and treatment of cancer at Shaare Zedek. Take Dr. Jordana Hyman, for example, whose work at the hospital helps young women with cancer preserve their fertility into the future.
Part of my work involves fertility preservation for women with cancer or other illnesses that require treatment that can potentially ruin their chances of having a child after the treatment. It's a great example of what really makes working in Shaare Zedek so amazing. It's that united vision of helping everyone that walks through the doors and doing our best for every single person.
Professor Shani Palach-Shimon is the Director of the Department of Oncology at Shaare Zedek.
In the last year and a half, the breast oncology unit with the Young Women's Centre was added, and we are expecting to be able to move into a brand new comprehensive cancer centre building that is being built at the moment. As of later this year, I will also be representing Shaare Zedek through the activities of our breast oncology unit with the ultimate aim of taking this information to help us improve patient care across the world.
And Professor Nathan Cherney, AM, Director of Palliative Medicine at Shaare Zedek, is highly respected as a world-leading pioneer in the application of emerging therapies.
In my cancer pain and palliative medicine hat, I supervise an interdisciplinary team of carers working with patients to try to improve their quality of life. Our Australian training and outlook is going to help promote and develop the centre according to the standards by which we were educated and modelled at Monash University.
Our community's relationship with Shaare Zedek has inspired and supported medical breakthroughs at what has become affectionately known as Jerusalem's Hospital with a Heart. The Australian Friends of Shaare Zedek are a team of volunteers with no full-time paid staff. We will use your tax-deductible donation to buy a new oncology biobank to advance research, to bring a multilingual smartphone app to each patient's fingertips, and to improve cancer facilities to create a dignified and healing environment. Your donation this year will enable our Australian doctors at Shaare Zedek to provide the best possible care and to continue to make life-saving breakthroughs. For those patients, and ultimately for the patients of the world and our own community here too, please support our world-leading Australian doctors at Shaare Zedek in their crucial work and contribute generously to this year's appeal.
Shaare Zedek.